Hello, self. It's been a while. How long is a while? 8 days. 8 days. My life has changed so much in these last 8 days. It's amazing. Every step, every step, every single moment of existence is transformation. It is an experience built on top of the last one, or the last one feels like a distant memory because you've outgrown it. Well, it feels like I'm outgrowing everything every single moment. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. I ran 6 miles today in 70 minutes after not having run since the day I got the haircut. Cause blah, right? I've been eating frozen foods for over a week now. And my consciousness continues to expand. I got drunk last night and the night before. Wrong. I don't even get drunk anymore. I can drink all night long and I won't get drunk. And I don't really... Okay, higher consciousness is higher consciousness. It just always... Well, if done properly, it always works. And what I mean by higher consciousness is... Our minds are getting bombarded by negative frequencies all the time. Every day, every moment, everywhere. I live in San Jose, California. The center, the heart of Silicon Valley, right? The heart is the energy frequency center. Everywhere else comes from here. These pioneers, in a sense, I'm in the harshest environment. The harshest. No, correction. I have been in the harshest. Okay, I suppose I still am. Well, how much my life has changed. And in the last 30 minutes, it changed even more. I became a sovereign being in the last 5 minutes. In the last 5 minutes, I became a sovereign being in this material world. I became a sovereign being. I am no longer a victim of the system. I am now an empowered creator in this system. As of today, which happens to be just after midnight, the 22nd of July, 2017. I have officially empowered myself as a sovereign being in this material world. No longer will I ever be a debt slave for the rest of my life. And I will tell you why. I wasn't even born here. I was born in Romania. But you know what? I got a social security number, right? If you are a legal citizen of this country, you have a social security number. There is a channel out there. Full props to Harvey Dent, my hero. You are the man, Harvey Dent. Damn. Damn. Bro. Synchronicities led me to you. I was already in the awakening process, but synchronicities led me to you. Everybody, I recommend you check out Harvey Dent's channel. This man is a freaking genius, and he was able to explain something that I happened to stumble upon that for the very first time, I just got confirmation it went through. Amen. Damn. It is such an amazing thing, yet at the same time, such an eye-opening experience to the unfortunate reality of our nature. You see, we are dead slaves. We are cattle. We are... It's a good cough, trust me. Oh, I know what that is. If you're hearing noise in the background, it's an air purifier. Air purifier. While I consider this place my home, it is not my territory in a material sense. Therefore, there are some rules I gotta abide by. Which means, this air has to be my own. Well, an air purifier is the way to do it, right? It's a great area. Let's just say that I highly doubt certain individuals will be watching these videos and they don't need to know. Since I touched upon this topic, the last time I went to the dentist, because I can't, well, I thought I couldn't go anymore for a while, but I think that's not true anymore. I believe that everything will be resolved. Everything. If you're wondering what I'm listening to, this I have been listening to for the last at least 6 months. At least. On a weekly, almost daily basis. It is a 3-hour long video, which is titled 528 Hertz Native Music with a 528 Hertz native music wipes away all negativity, gamma binaural beat, self-healing frequency. It is the most amazing healing stuff that I've ever listened to. But I'm still hoping I can connect with a frequency master that can create frequencies that are so powerful. It aids with the waking up process for all of humanity. And it aids with opening up people's minds to the reality and nature of things. And this is where I'm key. See, you can probably already notice that the way I express myself is far different from all the videos I've ever done before. Because in the last half an hour, I have empowered myself. In a sense, I have ascended the limitations placed upon humanity. What are they gonna do? Kill me? They can't kill me. My consciousness is so powerful they can't willfully erase it. Even if they take this body away from me, my consciousness will continue to exist. And if I so choose to, I will manifest this body right back. I'm that powerful. And that powerful, so can you be. My my eyes, they are full-blown green now. And the white I mentioned in the past, yeah, more and more. I think Tesla was onto something. I ran 6 miles today. I haven't run in weeks. And I got home and I was like, oh my goodness, I'll drink some water because I didn't get any water. But damn, it felt great. I weighed myself prior to running and after running. I lost 3 pounds through sweat, I presume. Sweat and salt. Yeah, salt comes out through your sweat as well. Anyways, 3 pounds of water weight, pretty much. Huh. Did I drink 3 pounds of water weight? No, I did not. Which is very interesting. Does that mean that I'm dehydrated? Ha! Fine. BRB. I can't remember if I played this for you guys or not. You gotta hear it. Just for a little bit. I started listening to this because I wanted to activate my pineal gland. And by the way, to this day, heck, even when my run ended today, I heard this click inside the center of my head, where the pineal gland is. You see? For years and years and years, I've been researching all this stuff. But this year, I decided to give it purpose. The purpose I gave was to decalcify my pineal gland so I can connect my physical self, my spirit self, with my spiritual self, my soul, okay? That was the only idea. I wanted to manifest my fourth dimensional existence into my 3D existence at the same time. The same consciousness united, physical and spiritual, right? Well, I have evolved so much from that initial idea, but still, that purpose set everything into motion that got me to today, okay? Where today I'm at the conclusion. Nothing is ever a conclusion. Everything changes all the time. Because every moment builds upon the last one. And because we all perceive things differently, we can choose to build, create things differently. Anyways, which reality dominates? I guess that depends on the power of the creator. The creator being you, the creative consciousness, or me. Me. Oh my life just changed. So yeah, start listening to this after a lot of trial and error, trying to figure out which resonates with my soul the most. I came to this one, 3 hours long. Here's how it starts. Look at all the technology around me. None of this frequency share affects me. I affect all of it. Got 2 computers in my room. One is like 100 million years old. previous civilization. The other one, it's on loan. Because I don't know nothing. I do own this. I definitely own this. But even the cell phone that I record this on, I do not own. I do own the battery case though. I do own this bottle. I own myself. What else matters when you own your own self? No one can ever take that away from you. Ever. Ever. Unless you allow them to. Wake up. Wake up. Empower yourself. Take back what was taken from you. Wake up from the nightmare. Because you've been living in a nightmare. Disguised as a pleasurable illusion. But a nightmare it's been. And I'm about to tell you why. Again, Harvey Dent. My man, check out his channel. To me, he's the number one when it comes to this matter. And I genuinely feel he's an indigo like myself, here to help all of humanity in his own way, just like I will help all of humanity in my own way. My way depends on frequencies. His way depends on fixing the material. Ironically, for me to be able to focus on the frequency, I had to fix my material. Well, as you know from my last video, my material was almost hopeless. Hopeless. And then I bumped into Harvey Dent. And Harvey Dent says this: we all have a social security number, which is literally a deposit account for a lot of money. Hundreds of millions, even billions, for each and every one of us. Yes, the moment we are assigned a social security number, we are assigned accounts by the Federal Reserve Bank. Okay? I feel like look, we've had this conversation before. This house is my safe haven. It is a sanctuary. It is a refuge. It is a place of peace. If you are a benevolent being, welcome, but please, nothing malevolent. And if you are a malevolent being, this house is not yours. This is my house, my space, my sanctuary. You are only here if you have benevolent intentions. No spooky shit with me. Because I'm a creator too. And pretty soon, not only will I feel you, but I will see you. And if I see you, I have the power to drain you of your energy as you have drained me of mine. So please, do understand, for your own safety, do not mess with Raymond's personal space. Because I'm a humble guy. I'm a peaceful guy. I don't want to harm anything or anyone. But if I am provoked, I do have the power to do so. Because you forget all the pain I've had to endure to get to here. Thank you. But it's made me surpass you in every way. Do not get on my bad side. Out of curiosity, did that seem crazy to you? We shall see when I do a reflection. And when if anyone stumbles this way, leaves a comment, you leave an opinion. But I hope you understand what I'm talking about here. As multidimensional beings, we see in multiple dimensions. The problem is, in this physical dimension, we have been blinded, limited to a very small spectrum of sight, hearing, touching, feeling everything. Everything. It's been locked up. Well, the key got lost. So you have to transform yourself to become the key. That's what I'm doing. That's what everybody has to be doing. So going back to being a sovereign being official. The Harvey Dent method suggests, well, somebody else invented it, but he's the one that presents it the best. I don't know who invented it. Heck, it's just become a thing in the last month or so. Every social security card has a number on the back. That number may have only red letters, it might have a little bit of black, I'm not sure. In front of every one of those numbers, there's a letter. That letter represents a district. There are 12 banks, Federal Reserve banks across the country, and one central Federal Reserve bank, right? So apparently, this system, which is not even part of the government, which means they have no governmental authority over anyone or anything, has managed to create accounts in your name and my name and everyone's name that's a citizen of this country. And I'm sure every country has its own way of doing it, like Harvey Dent says. Check out his channel. Check out his channel. He's the master at this shit. I'm just repeating what he already said. For me, the letter was D. D ended up being Federal Reserve Bank of Cleveland, was it? I think it's Cleveland. I might be wrong, I don't know. An account number, so keep in mind, this is our accounts, and there's unlimited money in there. Money that is in your name. It's your money. It's you. Someone, for whatever reason, created accounts in your name with your social security number and put money into it. It doesn't even matter who these people are. It doesn't matter for what reasons the money was deposited. If it's in your name with your social security number, it's your money. Okay? So the question became, is what Harvey Dent is saying true? Can you actually combine the routing number, which is based on the district you're in, for me was the Bank of Cleveland, and he presents the numbers in his videos. There's a web page. No, there's a number. It's a routing number. And he has all the numbers for all the different banks. So watch his videos. Well, considering the situation I'm in, been in, poor, like no money whatsoever. I have like $2 to my name. Oh, I have about 20 in quarters, about $10 in dimes, and about $10 in nickels. I would say $3 and cents. Huh. And I separated it all because, you know, when your consciousness is so organized, everything you do in life becomes more organized. Everything. I rearranged my room. By rearranging my room, I created 50% more space in this room. It can literally become a second living room because it's not a palace, let's put it that way. But it is our safe haven. I believe I contribute to that. You hear that? I haven't forgotten. Don't forget, I feel you guys. Yeah, I'm that awake. I'm that awake. And you know what? Trusting yourself is so empowering. Because I trust in myself that I am not breaking the law by trying to make a payment with my social security number. Guess what? Saturday morning, which was 2 days ago now, a day and a half ago, almost 2 days, the 20th, I made a payment for one of my credit cards. And I figured, okay, if I'm gonna test this to see if it's accurate, it's gotta be my smallest money that I owe, which was a $324 total balance. And the reason for this is because, heck, you can't really know anything for sure unless you do it yourself, right? So if it backfired, your excuse would have been, well, explaining your situation of how you lost everything and saying that you're desperate and you came across this on YouTube, and in your desperate state of mind, you weren't thinking rationally. But you do realize blah blah, and you apologize blah blah. No, I'm not gonna do that bullshit now. It's too late for that now. Because guess what? The payment went through. Do you understand what that means? The payment went through. It went through. The payment went through. Do you know what that means? It means I'm paying every motherfucking loan that I have right now. About $20,000 worth. The only one I'm leaving for now is my school loan. I'll give that one a little bit of time. But everything else, the loans that I've been in default for over 6 months, I am paying that off all in full. Question is how? But I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Why? Why can't I do this? Well, according to Harvey Dent and others, some of these payments come back as returned or something like that, because because of where it's coming from, pretty much. Well, the reality is that once money comes out of your Federal Reserve bank account, it can't go back in. It cannot go back in because you need to give your approval. And you can't give your approval if you don't know that you have if you're not supposed to know that you have bank accounts in your name, right? Because if you knew, you would actually know your net worth, which is hundreds of millions or billions of dollars. They don't want that. They just use your account information because it's easy, right? Like if you're a banker and you're like, oh, I need $100 million from Raymond's account because blah 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 blah. I'm gonna take $100 million from Raymond's account, and Raymond will never know because Raymond doesn't know anything about anything, right? He's in the dark. Well, I ain't in the dark no more, because Raymond just paid an account with Raymond's social security number account, and it went through, which tells me that it exists. My account exists. I exist. I exist in a material form that is more wealthy than the wealthiest people on this earth are today. And now I can finally access my own account, because they can't change it. They can't take all the money out. Where are they gonna put it? Where are they gonna put it? If they took all the money out of all the accounts, because there's so many people starting to do it, I think this is the revolution that will break down the control system. Literally. I'm starting to believe this is it. This is the final push towards that end war nuclear option, whatever that may be. Which is crazy, because we are starting to wake up. The soul is starting to connect with the spirit. We're starting to embrace our multidimensional nature. And when I realized that I have an account in my name that is worth so much, in my entire life, I've been treated like I'm worth so little. You can bet your ass I'm gonna take this fight really fucking far, okay? I am an indigo. I am here to help. And this is not anger that you're seeing. This is the strength of my soul. My energy vibrating at such a high frequency that the air around me gets modified. You see, when I run 6 miles after not running solo and feel great afterwards, it's not because my body can necessarily handle it. It's fucking hot today. It's because my mind handles it. You see? Your mind never dies. You're in control of your mind. The moment you let your mind get weak, that's when your body starts to die. And when your body dies, your mind goes back to the hive mentality. That's another revelation I had. Hive mentality versus sovereign mentality. As of this confirmation that I've had, any money that I owe online, I can pay it off. There's just wants to like cash. This is when they accept like direct deposit only. So since I have a lot of loan debt, it should be no problem with that. I'm gonna even try to pay off my Chase credit card, which is like $2,500. And guess what? If it works, and it has to work, I'm gonna take that $2,500 and spend it however the fuck I want. Because guess what? When it's time to pay my bill, I'll just top it off again. So in essence, just with my Chase credit card, and this will take time to demonstrate, to see, and I'm actually intending to make that full payment today. And I will let you know if it goes through or not, and if my account is still usable or not after it goes through. But the way I see it, I can spend $2,500, put in $2,500, spend $2,500, put in $2,500, spend $2,500, put in $2,500. And when everybody asks, Raymond, where is that money coming from for tax purposes? It's not income. It's my wealth. That's my personal account. What? Is it not my name? Is it not my social security number? Am I not the rightful owner of my own account? Is there some other Raymond with my last name that I don't know about? Because my name combination is not very common. My name combination is polar worlds, in a sense. Different countries. Yet they are both my birth names, right? And they only became valid in this country once I came in this country and was assigned a social security number. I believe that was when I became a citizen. When I took that vow to... I have an account in my name with money that I don't know about. And so do you, and so does everybody else. What the fuck is wrong with this world? Do you not see what's wrong with that picture? That you're living illusions. That you think you know everything. That you think what you're being told on TV is true. That the news is true. That science is true. That food ideologies. Guess what? Omnivores are wrong. Carnivores are wrong. Vegans are wrong. Vegetarians, everybody's wrong. We are so powerful, we can feed off only the energy around us. Okay? Once you connect your soul with your spirit, like, you don't need to eat nothing. In fact, you're poisoning yourself if you eat something. And I find myself shitting like 10 times a day. So I went through a 28-day detox. Okay, back up. I quit smoking. I switched to vaping. That went from 4,000 chemicals in every cigarette to 4 every time I vape. It's a big difference. I felt it instantly. Keep in mind, I'm talking just about the physical transformation here. Big difference. 3,996 chemical less in my body means my mind is more clear. And since I was always very powerful, my mind is very clear. Just that simple act. I was eating fast food every day for a long time. Or frozen foods. Then I did a 28-day detox diet. My goodness. My consciousness is through the roof. Oh, and of course, I did start smoking weed in January. That probably has made the biggest difference of all. Because in that high state of mind, that elevated state of mind, your consciousness is just... You're connecting with the other side in ways that you can't explain it. And this helps. And working out helps. And purifying your body helps. But guess what? 28-day detox diet. Then I went back to In-N-Out, got food poisoned. Then I was sick for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. If you're too healthy, it's bad. If you're too unhealthy, it's bad. If you're trying to combine the two to balance the equation out, it's bad. Okay? It's all bad. We don't need to eat anything. We are so powerful, we feed off of energy alone. We're like batteries, okay? Rechargeable batteries, okay? A rechargeable battery, like your cell phone, you plug in a wall, it recharges 100%, voila, full of energy, right? We don't need to plug into anything. The energy is all around us. That's what can feed our minds, our consciousness, which is the central nervous system for the rest of your body. Only your consciousness has to be charged. And with that extra energy, you can feed your body, spiritually. But we can't do that yet, can we? Because for now, the system of control still exists. So now I'm going to pay off all my debts. And I'm going to have some fun with my Chase credit card. Now, from what I understand, sometimes people said that the money didn't go through, it was returned, whatever. Well, the reality is, again, the money never goes back to your account. They need your permission. But you're not supposed to know the account exists, which means they're never going to tell you the details about the account. So in a sense, the money's just sitting there. It's actually still with the ones that you paid off. So the best thing you can do is you pay them off again. And again. And again. If you gotta do it 100 times, you pay them off 100 times. Every debt, every loan. And they will take it. Because it's your money. And you're worth so much that it's limitless money. Okay? You don't empower yourself. I just became so powerful. I just became so powerful. My goodness. And they can't kill me. They can't. Because I just won't go away. I'm too powerful. And in a sense, this whole Schumann's resonance thing, Earth being bombarded by higher frequencies thing, well, in a sense, it is protection. Because our consciousness, no matter who you are, doesn't go away right away. There's a transition time. In that transition time, you're presented with choices. Choices that affect whether you grow spiritually or not, or go back. They know that with me, it's a done deal. If anyone is able to prevent me from advancing further, it's only myself, right? Because it's all about free will. Once you're a sovereign mind, no longer a hive mind, once you're a sovereign mind, you know not only do you know, you feel it in every fiber of your being. Everything is about free will. Free will determines disease, sickness. I had to be sick. If I was to truly purify my body, I had to push out whatever spirit was within me. These parasites. And there are parasites in everybody. How many? Who knows? But I don't think there's any left in mine. I think I'm a pure human being. I think that I am free of influence from any source, including my family, including TV or high frequency music or running toilet or opinions to contradict mine for illogical reasons. You see, if you're going to make an argument against me, do your fucking homework, okay? Don't be closed-minded. Don't naturally assume that if you've heard the same story about the same thing for your entire life, that makes that story true. How do you know it's not a fantasy? Unless you actually do your own damn homework. Do your own soul searching. And then you go off and you pass off with judgment. People like me, it's like, oh, he's crazy. Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. The whole synchronicity thing, the whole seeing the numbers thing, 111, 8888, 1232. I saw that earlier. 444, 1444, and 4111 or 1141. I see that shit all the time. How many times do I look at the time and it's exactly 11:11, or someone said something exactly at that? It's happened to me twice. Someone said at 11:11 something to me through text message. One was in the afternoon, one was in the evening time, nighttime. Synchronicities. Synchronicities brought me to Harvey Dent. You see, Harvey Dent didn't put that information out there for me. He didn't put it out there for anyone in particular. Harvey Dent put that information out there for Harvey Dent, okay? It's a chronicle of his journey. Just like I'm making a chronicle of my self-awakening process. Okay? And if you want to participate in my journey, hey, props to you. And if you don't, hey, that's okay. Because I'm not doing this to feed my ego. You know, I'm not doing this to become famous or popular. I'm doing this to help you if you're ready to help yourself. Okay? I know I'm awakening. And I know that most that have awakened don't want to help. They gave up. But I'm never giving up. That's what's special about me. Okay? In a sense, every time I think about this one, I do think that I'm crazy. I feel I have a Christ consciousness. in the sense that the idea behind Jesus was he just wanted to help. And the way he wanted to help was based on however he did it. How he did it, who the fuck knows? I don't trust shit about what's written. But I do believe people that represent Jesus lived throughout history. I do believe people that represent Buddha throughout history lived. And all these other prophets around the world that every single religion has. I believe they all exist. Well, I believe only a few of them were truly benevolent, sovereign beings, like Jesus and Buddha. And I simply don't know enough about the rest to even make a comment. At least not at the moment. One day I'll have access to that information too. It's just I do not require right now. I already know what I want to say is, and what I want to say is, what they did is what I'm trying to do. Which I will eventually do, because I've already made it my reality. Every single moment of my existence, I reinforce that reality. There's no going back. There's only going higher. You see, it's all or nothing at this point. I am not bound by the rules of society anymore. I am not bound by anything anymore. I had a true material death, okay? And I believe that is what is called an ego death. Here I am, weeks after my accident, unable to drive around like I used to do, which I enjoy so much. And you know what? I humbled myself through one of the things that always was able to humble me. Creating a virtual reality character version of myself and trying to mature that character into a powerful being. And in the process, have conversation, well, one-sided conversation, where I spread my message of goodness to whomever I interacted with, you know? I was the shining light. No, I am the shining light. Just in a different form. Because even that is teaching me a lesson. Yes, even the game is teaching me a lesson. It's teaching me discipline. 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 You know, everyone that's in the awakening process eventually has to make a choice. And the choice they make is very crucial because it redefines their entire, it has the potential to redefine their entire vision of reality. So everybody at some point who wants to wake enough will be presented with such great power that if they're not strong enough, self-disciplined enough, that power will corrupt their soul. And that's why they become negative high-frequency beings. What I mean is, they become the absolute version of being self-centered, where all ties with the outside world are irrelevant. The only thing that's relevant is the inner world. So it's only negative to the observer because we don't know if it's positive or negative on the inside. That world they create for themselves. The ones putting out the negative frequencies, they're losing power. They lost power over me 100% tonight. If there was an inkling of power they had left over me, they just lost it tonight. They can't even take me to court. They can't arrest me. The only thing they can do is kill me or try to scare me. They're not gonna succeed. Because anything they may try to do in terms of scaring me, it will just aid my awakening even more. Because to me, life has truly become all in, baby. All in. I'm all in. I'm all in. As of tonight, I realized that I am no longer a part of the system. I have created my own system. It is such an empowering thing. And I share it for self-reflection later on. Never want to get corrupted by power. I want to help humanity. I want to help everybody. I've had power in my own ways. Shit, I've always known that I'm very powerful. But it seems that every moment in my life that I try to attain that power, in a sense, I sabotage myself from attaining it. Ha! Boxing when I was younger, and I ended up having a pilonidal cyst. If you don't know what that is, I have a hairy ass, and I was working out a lot at the time. I wanted to be a boxer. I wanted to join a boxing gym. I think I was 18 or 19. I was listening to Eminem back in those days. Huh. Eminem. Such an angry guy. Jeez, such negative frequency music. My goodness. I was working out a lot, and I have a hairy ass, and the friction between my ass cheeks caused hair to become ingrown. Essentially went into the skin. And apparently, such a large volume went that it caused a cyst, which is called a pilonidal cyst. It's like a bubble filled with liquid, which had to be cut. Well, because this is at the end of the tailbone, that cannot heal. I mean, they can't close it back up. It has to heal naturally. Well, after 3 days, after they cut me up, I was taking a mad shit, and I heard a and it ripped up. And for an entire year, I had a hole above my hole, which is weird. Just weird. He had to cut me again. Ugh. No regrets. 1 year out of commissionment, I never got back into trying to get into boxing because I never got back into working out. And heck, even when I was younger, I loved soccer so much. Being from Romania, that's all I played all day, every day. I had dreams of playing for the rest of my life, and I could have. I was that good. I was that good. But then again, when I came to this country, I remember I was playing at lunchtime with the Mexican kids, Hispanic kids, and yeah, all Hispanics. I realized my skill level was so high compared to theirs, I was getting weaker playing with them. So one day I just stopped playing. It was a brief period of playing with my Brazilian friend, but I didn't feel the passion for it anymore by that point in time. It felt like it was more about principles that I did not resonate with. So yeah, I wanted to move to Canada, to Nova Scotia, to be with a girl when I was young. That didn't work out because my perceptions were flawed prior to the meeting, if you know what I mean. It's amazing how you can make yourself sick just to get away from a bad situation. I met the love of my life in 2007. To this day, I love her. I will never stop loving her. Ever. 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 It was a connection. Okay, I was just watching this video on YouTube. Apparently, I've been going through a Kundalini awakening. Whatever that is, I need to research it. My life energy was mixing with her life energy in a way that my life energy has never mixed with any other life energy, and I'm not sure that it ever can. That's what made me love a girl I have not seen in 10 years and that I've never been with in a relationship. Ever. Here we are today, I'm still talking about her. I see her clearly. She's in the process, she's close to getting married and having kids, and I still think about her. Ha! I have an account with so much money. I can't believe that shit. And you do too. But you're not gonna take that risk that I took, are you? Because you're scared. Especially if you have kids or family. I've kept myself single till the age of 31 to become this powerful. I kept myself locked in a room that I did not always consider my refuge. At times I considered it my prison. Thank you. It's time for me to move on though. The journey that I'm gonna take, I shouldn't be around my family anymore. I have crossed the line by societal standards, and I'm not sure. I don't think they want to go down this line too, and I don't want to implicate them down this line. The best thing that I can do now is pay off all my debt and figure out how to have a way of withdrawing money directly from my account to pay for whatever the fuck I want, wherever I fuck I want. Like a credit card. It has to be a credit card. And I saw this video about creating your own credit card with a magnetic strip. I'm gonna look into that. But Harvey Dent is the man, and I trust he'll figure it out before I do, so I'll try the Chase credit card method first. Because it's really the only card I have. The rest is just loans, debts. I think my credit score is like 500 right now. It's gonna jump to like 700 plus in like 2 days. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? We need to audit this man. Where did he get this money from? Where? They're not gonna find shit. No, they are gonna find. Every time I withdraw the money from my own account, my own social security number, and my name. I can do anything now. I just gotta figure out how to. I can do anything. Go anywhere. Oh my goodness. Maybe it is time to go to Brazil. Have that ayahuasca experience, huh? I am an indigo, and I volunteered to come here to this planet to wake up, to help. How long ago that was out, I don't know. I don't even care. This is my home right now, and I will continue to wake up. And every step of the way, I will continue to try to help all those around me. Because the only way any of this is going to work to eliminate the negative influences upon this world is by people like me standing out as symbols. People like Harvey Dent standing out as symbols for what it means to become self-empowered, sovereign of your own mind, eliminating the hive mind. It's truly a transformational process. And if you don't believe me, go back to video number 1. Go to video number 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then come back to this one and tell me, have I not grown? Have I not demonstrated that my consciousness has expanded? I want you to wake up too. I really do. But you have to want it for yourself. Therefore, I create this self-awakening guide. I don't need to do this anymore. I really don't. Because I'm already... In terms of perception of reality, I am my own world. The majority of people do not have the patience to understand, and the few that can only understand bits and pieces. I will start traveling the world to try to figure out how to perfect my art of helping everybody, even those that are not ready to be helped. If you're part of a system of control and your life is based on illusions, and your illusions imply that you already have money and wealth and power, status in society, why would you want to give that up? If you were a child and you saw your life turning out a certain way, it's like, when I become old, this is what I will be doing. And then you become old and you're doing exactly what you saw yourself as doing. Would you want to give that up? If you're a movie star or an athlete, celebrity athlete like LeBron James, would you want to give that up? Huh? Of course not. So what do? You fight for the system that you become aware of, and the system will take care of you. You're a traitor to humanity. All of you that willfully, willfully do what you do to harm the rest of us, willingly? Traitors to humanity, to your own selves. Because guess what? Once you pass on from this world, you're gonna have a hive mind again, because you sold yourself out. You need to find yourself again before you can have a sovereign mind again. And who knows how long that will take. Thousands of years, perhaps. And what I mean by finding yourself again, I mean developing the body necessary to handle who you are. Your sovereign mind, not your hive mind. Your hive mind cannot have a body, but your sovereign mind, it can. See, we're all sovereign in this reality. It's just that the majority forgot, or were brainwashed. Yeah, brainwashed since birth. Even motherly affection towards kids is misinterpreted. Even when people say, "Oh, what is he looking at so intently? Why is he not blinking?" Kids between worlds. He just came, consciousness from one world, consciousness, new world. Still partially remembers who he was, which is light. Light, okay? Light. Frequency light. Which is why when a newborn is born, their vision sees mostly light. Oh, look at my hand. It's a little bit of red light, white light, different type of light. I don't know. Light. 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 Their eyes try to keep up with it, right? Especially if it's different, bright colors. And what do mothers do? What do fathers do? They ignore that. Instead of embracing that, they ignore it. So the kid starts to ignore it too. And by the time they are mature enough to really think for themselves and remember, it's already too late. It's already too late. And the only reason this happens is because the parents forgot, because they were taught the wrong way for who knows how long. How long? Who knows? I empowered myself to the max. I'm gonna pay off my loan sharks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna do that right now. I'll keep you posted. Maybe not. I can't tell you everything. Even what I tell you is my interpretation. You have to create your own interpretation.